Tonight, I want to talk about a question that gets asked regularly in Christian culture, but which should not even be in the hearts and minds of Christian people, believers, people of faith. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that question is. That question, well, here's the question. Then I'm going to tell you what it truly is. The question that Christians ask each other sometimes is, can you lose your salvation? This question should not even be on their lips. It shouldn't even be in their minds. It shouldn't even have ever entered into their hearts or their thought processes or anything, because it's the most ridiculous question to even consider or ask ever. Why? Because it is completely antithetical to who God is. God cannot and will not leave his kids. It's just flipping outright impossible. So all that question is an indicator that the one asking it does not know God. That's all it is. And it has no value other than that. Because once you hear a person ask that, you can go, oh, that person doesn't know God. And then you can say, hey, would you like to get to know God? Because once you get to know God, you discover that he is the complete opposite of that. As well, those who ask that question give themselves away that they cannot be parents. Because no parent would leave their child ever. Before I was a parent, I struggled with this. But now that I'm a parent, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that God's never going to leave me or anybody else. Because no parent would do that to their kids. It's just impossible. It's just impossible. It took becoming a parent to learn that. The love I have for my kid is beyond words. And to think that, like, I'm the created, I'm not the creator, he's the creator. Where does that love come? It comes from him. And he's infinitely beyond that. So to ask that question is worthless. It's a slap in the face. It's not of God. It is not him. If you or someone you know deals with that, I never know who's going to watch these videos, but if you do, you gotta know. You need to know that is ridiculous. That is the furthest thing from God's mind. Will he rebuke us and correct us and discipline us and teach us? Of course. That's part of being a parent. But he'll never, ever, ever leave you because he couldn't. He just can't. What's the truest definition of love? That it never quits on you. Anything less is not true love. So, anybody ever asks you the question, if you're sitting around at a table, or if anybody ever asks you this question and say, hey, can you lose your salvation? Look them straight in the eyes and go, you don't know God. Because that's all that question is worth. Is identifying that the person who's asking it does not know God. And you can work from there to introduce them to God. Thank you, and have a nice day.